Welcome to my YouTube channel, Rick Surowicz Watercolor. At any time during the video, you can click on the link in the lower right hand corner to subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more videos or learn more about my online courses, you can click on the link at the end. If you want to find the reference material for this video, you can find it in the description of this video. Hi everybody, this is Rick in the studio, and this is the third painting in the series for this project. And it's another coastal scene, just very simple mini painting. This is on a 5.5 by 7.5 sheet of paper. And here's the template. You'll find the template and the image of this painting you'll find on the project page of my website, and you can find the link in the description for the video. So this will be the setup that I'll be using for this, and I'm just going to go ahead and start painting. So I'm going to take some cerulean blue and a soft wash brush, just start putting some paint down here to make a kind of a partly cloudy day. And keep it simple around these bird shapes. And bring this down to the edge of these rocks. Take a little clear water, soften these edges. And I'll take a tissue and just blot some of those areas, give me the lighter shapes. And I'm going to take just a little stronger blue to strengthen that in a few spots. And I'm going to continue this wash down in the area that is the water, so that it's picking up the colors of the sky. And I think I'll leave it with that. So let me give this a quick dry. So we're dry with that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some sap green. I'm going to take some quinacridone gold, a little raw sienna, a little pyro red, a little royal blue, maybe a little rose madder. So I'm just mixing a variety of greens for my trees, and some other touches of color that I'll put in there. A little darker here. All right, so I'm going to I'll start here with just a very simple symbols for trees here. Take some of this kind of reddish gold. Go back to some of the green. And I'm going to go with this tree here, a little taller. Now without a line here, And go with one more out here. Just keeping it fairly simple. And I could, if I want, I could lift out just a scratch in a little bit of a tree trunk here. I could come back to and I can lift this out. I'll actually add a little paint to that when I come back in. Don't like that mark. A little darker there. Okay, so once again, I'm going to dry this. Okay, that's dry. I'm going to get rid of this green. And I'm going to use a mix of, I'm going to put this down with a 1/2 inch flat brush. I'm going to use some raw sienna, a little cerulean blue. I'll mix those two together, give me a warm and a cool. And I'll do the same with a burnt orange and a royal blue, a little darker value, a little more intense color. So let's start with I'll use some of the raw sienna. And I'm going to take some of this cooler mixture with some of the cerulean blue. Put that in there. Gonna leave a bit of an edge. And I'll let that dry just a little bit. I'm going to scrape that. A bit of an edge again. Some of these darker colors in. All right, so let me lift off some of this excess moisture I've got here. So I'm going to take my the scraper and I'm going to scrape a little bit here. Look at that. And I'm going to go back to my 1/2 inch brush. I'm going to skip a rock so I don't want to paint into that wet edge right now. Do the same here. We'll let some of this kind of come together. Get a little darker. And I think I'll go ahead with this. Let's see. And I'm going to scrape into this a little bit. And I'll scrape that again. So just creating some interest in the edges. So I have warm and cool, I have hard edges, I have a little bit of soft edges blending in there. And I'm going to go ahead and dry that. Okay, that's dry. I'm going to take a dark color here and add a little bit to a few of these trees. And I take a bit of a middle value, and I'm going to put a few just little grassy shapes. I don't particularly like where I put that. I'm going to take my brush here and paint in just a few touches of a darker value. Okay, now I'll take some of this kind of a cool gray mixture that I have here and paint these in, these birds. Like there. Okay, so next I'm going to take a little bit, I'm going to take my flat brush, 1/4 inch flat brush, and some of this royal blue. It's got a little too much warm tone in there. Thin that down with water. I've got a little bit of the warm mixture that I had on there just to gray it down. I'm going to come across here and just kind of lay in some darker colors for the ocean out here. I'm not going to get too carried away. Try and get a cleaner edge. All right, so let me dry that. Okay, so that's dry, and there we have just a very simple seascape. Again, simple mini painting, not too complex. Have fun painting this, and I hope you enjoy this series.